Welcome to the Judith TV show. Form, today's hottest celebrity relationship gist, secret romances exposed, shocking breakups shaking the internet, and couples everyone is talking about. Which gist do you believe, and which is just hype? Stay tuned for more. Welcome to the Judith TV show.
Hello besties, welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. My name is Ify Judith, or Judith Ify, whichever one you want to call me. Friends, I just want us to react to the trending video of Evans Okoro, the Dewu lady, that got married in April 2025, and that's like 4 months now. And she came out and said she's no longer interested in the marriage, that the guy is not who she thought him to be, that the guy is blackmailing her, so to say, because I don't know what else to call it when your wife will now be begging you to have an intimacy with her because she didn't give you money. Then you will now say, no, I will not. That's like somebody who's a commercial sex worker. However, friends, let me say to my gender, you see this desperation that a lot of ladies are not able to control themselves about, quest and desperation to get married. It has always backfired, and that is just what is playing out now. Though a lot of people, in fact, most of the videos I watch, about 80% of the videos that I watched on this, all were saying that it's cloud chasing. That Evan is not true, that Evan is trying to launch something, so that's why she's doing all that, she's run out of money, so she's now trying to do this, so for more likes, for more comments, for more views, and what have you. Okay, let me take it from this angle. If it is true that it's cloud chasing, Evans, the truth about the matter is that there will be a time this kind of a thing will happen. I'm not praying for that, but since you're wishing it to yourself by using it to cloud chase, there might be a time that this thing will happen, and then you put it out there. People will rather be mocking you instead of attacking the man. People will not sympathize with you. People will not give you right counsel. Okay, there are certain things you don't chase clout with, right? The house that you're building, at whatever pace you go about building the house, the most important thing is that one day you will finish building the house. There are a lot of people that don't even have a land, let alone having a structure on it. So at whatever level that house you're building is, it doesn't call for you to use this kind of a thing to cloud chase, assuming it is not real. Assuming that it is cloud chasing. But guys, on a second thought, I said to myself, this could be real, okay? Because I recall that about the time, that video of their traditional marriage, the war outfit and all that, there was a day, I think while she was dressing up, and that same day, Ivan was now calling him, or was he the one that called, and he was now calling, baby, come now, okay, I'll come now. You could see a man that is dragging his foot to, like, that excitement of somebody getting married, wasn't there. That was what I saw in that video. Aside that, there was another video that I saw where a fair lady was now saying that that guy is a fraud, and that guy came out from the prison, just was released from the prison, and that he will say a lot of negative things about the guy. That is what I am talking about desperation. Evans didn't mind. She should have just cross-checked all that, to see these red flags that is just showing now. No. Let me get married. Let me pepper them. I've gotten a handsome, tall guy, and what have you. And of course, the guy knows how to, lock in so that the women will be trapped. And then all of a sudden, we're now seeing people that are doing their traditional marriage to the extent that people were even commenting and commending Evans that, oh, she was able to keep it private until at this stage of the marital relationship, not knowing that these people, they do not know. I think until she made a video and now said how they met. When the guy was now said, okay, come, let me take good care of you. That was how they now connected and started talking, and then he now snowballed into traditional marriage. I find it funny that Evans, that is from the same southeast as the man, will say that is the man's people came to her own people to do the traditional marriage right, and they forgot to pay her bride price. Does that ever make sense? Friends, does that ever make? Please, if you're from the southeastern part of the country, tell me at the comment section. Does that make sense? That you just come, everybody will, including all the elders, everybody will be so carried away that they will not talk about the bride price. Meanwhile, if you're coming, to marry somebody like that, it will just, okay, you're coming for introduction. Then after the introduction, okay, this other day we're coming for paying of bride price. Then this other day we're coming to do the general wine, the banku or something. And some people, they combine both, as in the bride price and the bank. Some other people, they do it separately. It depends on the financial ability of the man in question or how they want to do it, so to say. But for you to say that they forgot to pay your bride price, honestly, I don't understand that aspect. I just don't understand that. Probably that's why a lot of people are saying that this is just cloud chasing, because it is unheard of. It's unheard of. Even when the people, that is the bride and the groom, are based outside of the country, the families, the elders in the village, they don't forget to do that, because it's a main thing that now says, okay, that you're married to this person. Introduction is not marriage. Introduction is just indicates interest, that okay, we're into a relationship, I'm having something to do with your daughter, and then it's not a boyfriend girlfriend, I intend to make it a lasting one and all that. It is that bride price that is the key thing. That bride price, that is the key thing. Before you even talk about civil wedding or white wedding, it is the bride price that is the key thing. That is why in any church that you go to, before they will wed them, they will ask the family of the lady to bear witness that they have paid the bride price and have done all the things they were supposed to do for the family. That's the proper way things are done. So I do not understand where even they're coming from to say that they forgot to pay, and they forgot to pay your bride price in April and up to October. And up to until August, before you now started now complaining that this guy is not that the shoe that you're wearing is your undersize and then now you're oversized. If I was to be honest, I don't even know whether that is okay. This is cloud chasing or this is real. To be honest, I'm torn between these two arguments. Whether it is A or whether it is B. Because you are even the one that is flaunting the guy. Every now and then you come. I recall one video that Evans did where she was tying a white towel and she was like, okay, my husband is coming in. She was so excited, jumping up and down. You at your age, they didn't pay your bride price and you were the person that is flaunting this. You were the person that is flaunting this, knowing that your bride price has not been paid. So how are you married to the man? How are you calling him your husband? Just how? Apparently, the man saw the desperation in you, so he decided to, cash in on that. I think that's just the thing. It's just like the one that is Blessing CEO is doing. Every now and then, boo, 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 boo. Now, boo, boo is held back, and then she flew to Qatar. Apparently, when people started bashing her, then she now flew back, and it's now Nigerians help me to fight. Nigerians? Did you say Nigerians? I made a video in which I said, look, IVD, it won't be out of place. I'm not deviating. I'll still come back to Evans' own. IVD, it will not be out of place to go and make peace with your in-laws. And by the way, the Blessing is insulting the mother of Bimbo and the elder sister. It was not them. It was people that saw the passport and the visa of IVD that she posted, all in the name of Pepe and all in the name to show people, oh, that you have arrived. People saw it and then screenshotted the thing and sent it to the family of Bimbo. And now told them, look at what they circulated the thing, so to say. It was when they saw that they now called the attention of the DPP, because they told IVD, where some people say IVA, I bet not be IVA and IVD. So they asked him, where is your international passport? Because what happened is a murder, that is, whether it is a murder or manslaughter, the court will now decide, but at least somebody has gone down 6 feet. So it's a serious matter, it's a criminal case. I don't know. I'm not saying he's responsible. I'm not saying he's not. The court will decide. But I'm saying what the case is all about. That was why they requested for international passport. IVD said he has misplaced it. So the court now said, okay, with the understanding that he's not going to travel out. So if you are now saying that you're going to travel out, if you now say that it's a replacement, then that means there have to be a police extract and affidavit from the same court, that is any court, and that's what I mean, that you misplaced your international passport. And all of a sudden you now got that, now got visa, and you're flying, and Blessing posted it. So that was what is the problem. Blessing is saying that he doesn't have a travel ban. Anybody that you ask to bring your international passport, that is as good as a travel ban, because you can't travel without international passport outside of the country. That is what it means. So having said that, she's now asking Nigerians to come and join her. Initially she says it's tribal war. When people bash out, they say Nigerians should come. Which Nigerians? The same Nigerians that you are preparing to see that you have gotten a man and all that. Anyways, that's what I'm talking about. I made a video and then I said IVD. It will not be late. Make peace with your in-laws going forward. The journey is still far. You still have 5 adorable children with Bimbo. And those children are growing up. Make peace with this family. Whatever thing that happened, whether Bimbo was right, whether Bimbo was wrong, wherever you played right, wherever she played right or wrong, please make peace with this family. They are hurting deeply. They are. And I want to believe by the time the children are grown, it will be a different story altogether. Anyway, that was what I said in that video. It's left for him to, like, if you ever see the video or something. So back to Evans. Now, Evans, because a lot of, about 2 ladies, I recall, aside that one that I said, a fair lady, about 2 ladies also complained about this guy. There was an issue, fraud, defrauding, collecting money from them and didn't marry them or walked away from the marriage or something. So there was something that is related to what she's crying out now for, that these ladies talked about. You did not bother, those ones are not women, now you fit husband, now you fit marry, now you won't marry. That was how Evans walked into this. That was how Evans walked. Otherwise, the red flags were there. It's just that we don't pay attention. And like I say to my gender, most times our desperation, takes us off paying attention to little details. And at the end of the day, it backfires on us. If this thing now, it is true, and the guy ended up walking away, because I don't see this thing working. Since Evans is saying, no only her knows what she don't see, where she can't say after 4 months that she's no longer interested. If they end up going their separate ways, if anybody is coming for Evans now, they will count it for her. She has been married before. They will count it for her. But if you have taken your time, find out about this guy. And then if what these ladies are saying, okay, if it is true, and this is not the kind of thing you want, you hold yourself. Somebody will come for you. There is somebody for you. It's just that most times impatience drives and desperation drives us to this kind of end that doesn't pay at the end of the day. Right? And then she now said that the guy is planning to buy her. That's the information she got. She told of when they traveled that they gave her money for whatever, and the guy was now saying she should bring the money. She told the people that gave her the money, and they gave the guy his own. The guy was still not satisfied. He still wanted her own, and so on and so forth. It's just the same thing that I'm saying. And if you don't handle it now, right, this is how it continue going. That assuming this is cloud chasing, that it is not true. But if you don't handle it now, assuming it played out, see, if you don't handle it now, this is how this will. In fact, it will get worse. It will get worse. By the time you have a child or 2, this guy will just leave you at the middle of the Dead Sea and then walk away. So you will now be the one that will be taking care of the children. Then you'll be answering, I was once married, once Mrs. I saw another video where the guy was, trying to acquaint himself with the daughter of Evans and all that, and Evans was so happy and all that. When you saw the red signals, red flags. But on a more serious note, I like to commend Evans on one hand for speaking out. This is what most ladies don't do. Whatever thing that happens, they will just be inside dying. Let it be that I'm still married and all that. I want to commend you, Evans, on this particular aspect of speaking out. That is, if it is true. Because like I said, I am torn between, is it cloud chasing or is really a reality? But I am now talking, if it is reality, I commend you for coming out to speak up. Because before you know it, if you still insist on being in this marriage, it will snowball into domestic violence. And when this guy will be hitting you, he will hit you bad so that you'll be forced to leave him. Because he knows what he's targeting. Since he didn't get it, since you said it's money, since he didn't get it, he will beat you shaking. And then he will leave. Before you can even say, okay, let me call police on him, he's with another lady. So that if you now want to fight, even the lady will be defending him. And at the end of the day, that one will be served her own. It goes on like that. Because I saw a video where his supposed village people was calling him out. I mean, with their faces open, not covered, so that at least the guy will know the people that are talking. Not there are so many, there are up to more than 5. They were saying that the guy is a fraud. He sells lands in the video, the lands that is not his own. So how does he get the documents? He goes to forge the documents and all that. And the Igwe of the whatever town he's from, or the youth of that town, could not do anything to him. He keeps on selling lands and keeps on defrauding the village. I just don't get it. Anyways, to husband man, you try yoga. So your pattern is just to be going for women that will be feeding you, women that you'll be collecting money from. Huh? You don't become beggar with that now. You don't become a commercial sex worker. That if your wife doesn't do this and that, you too, you will not do this and you too will not do that. So you came prepared. You were intentional about getting to meet this lady. Because who does that? A typical Southeastern man would like to make inquiries about who he wants to marry and all that. And you, for your own case, you just said on the online, okay, come, let me marry you. I'll take good care of you. So where is it taking care of that you talked about? What defines you as a man now? What just defines you as a man? If what Evan said is true, because we've not heard from you, but let's talk about our own. If you're ready to speak your own, we'll also talk, analyze that. But for now, that you have not said anything that she's saying it, because she has done several things, it's all over on the Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. It's all over. So what defines you as a man? Where is the man that you are? If it is now that your wife, yes, I agree. A wife can help her husband, where the husband is providing, but something now happened that, the man couldn't. Of course, the wife supports because you are helpmate to your husband. Oh, well and fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong in that. But the situation where the woman will now become the breadwinner, maybe the man will now become the tea winner, I be the tea provider. I don't understand it. That's an upside down mentality. That's not how the Bible said it should be. So, Oga, if you know that you don't want to marry this lady, you should have walked away. You should have walked away. Why are you now threatening her? You know that this is your stock in trade. Because I recall, like I said, about 2 ladies, I think on 2 videos or so, different videos and so on and so forth. And then your village people are saying what they're saying. So you know who you are, that this is your stock in trade. When this other lady now discovered that this is the kind of person you are, and she said, okay, let me just walk away, despite the fact that I'm hot and all that, but let me just walk away. Why are you now threatening her to buy her, to kidnap her? As how? So you have turned to a kidnapper now, so that we know, so that if security agencies can now come for you, so that you explain how you've been kidnapping people and all that. Because I want to believe that if that is your trade, then that means you have done it before, or you have an idea how it is done. How do you threaten somebody like that? If the lady says, I don't want anymore, so you're a man, you get another person. Maybe you even go and marry, what is the name of this other woman? Nosinyekanye Tessian. Maybe you can go and marry that one because you are tall as a link, a be link on a village. Since she wants somebody she can help to come to America, she can help you so that you go to America. Since this one said she doesn't want, does it warrant you threatening her life? Does it warrant you threatening to kidnap her? Because she said that, I didn't say that, allegedly, okay? Does it not warrant that? I don't think so. So if she has said that she's fed up with for the 4 months that you people have been together, only God knows what has transpired between both of you that made her to come out to say, no, I don't want to continue. Then you should let her go. You just say good riddance to bad rubbish and face your front. There are so many ladies that will accept you. Even with this Evans story, there are so many that will even, in fact, welcome you with a hook, line, and sinker. So you look for those ones and run with them, okay? You need a partner like you so that both of you will run it. Maybe she too will be doing her own, and then you two and then you people will be answering husband and wife. This one says she cannot handle it. And I think she's entitled to her opinion and entitled to her choice. I agree she made a mistake. She should have found out about you initially or ab initio. And then even when you now forgot to pay the bride price of a woman that you claim that you love, then how do you call her your wife? How do you ask her to give you some money when you have not paid her bride price? Is she your wife? In the southeastern part of the country where you are from, you should know that she's not your wife if you have not paid the bride price. Introduction is not marriage. Like I said, it's just alerting the family of the woman that okay, I'm having a relationship with your daughter, and it's not just a boyfriend and girlfriend. I intend it to be for keeps. That is what introduction means. It's only that dowry that spells it all. It's that dowry that is the major thing. So for you now to come and be asking for money from a woman, so how do you now intend to take care of her? By the time you started having children with her, assuming this relationship had continued, maybe the first child, the second child, the third child, so she will be the one that will be taking care of you and taking care of the children. Then she's marrying herself now. She should have paid the bride price of herself and not you paying it. Because that's what it means. Abeg o, Evans, if this is the decision you have taken, this is not just for views and likes. If this is real and this is the decision you are taking, to be honest, I will not blame you. Like I said, I even commend you for speaking up, not minding that people will laugh at you or whatever. No, it is your life. If anything happens to you, people will still move on. So for speaking up, I commend you. For taking this decision, I commend you. But I want to chip in a small counsel. Please, write to the police. I don't know where you're based, whether it is Lagos or Anambra or Enugu or Delta or whatever. Write to the commissioner of police of the state that you are in. State these threats that this guy is carrying out on you. However, you're going to prove, however, whatever thing that happened, maybe he said it to you and all that. If you remember the date and all that, just put it, you can get a lawyer to assist you to put it properly. Submit it to the police. If you submit it to the police, the normal thing probably is that they will call him and then ask him to write an undertaking that if anything happens to you, he knows the implication. If you like, let him run outside of the country. He knows the implication. He can always be tracked down. But you saying it on social media and going back home, right? Please, that is just not enough. Social media, we cannot influence by telling the guy, oh, please don't, because we don't even have an evidence that he said that to you or that he's planning that. But you that is saying, being an adult, I want to believe that there must be one or two things that happened for you to be saying that. But all I'm saying is that the people that will take action are the police. So let it be documented. Write to the commissioner of police. Get a lawyer to write a letter, a petition to the commissioner of police of whatever state that you people are based in. Okay? If you do that, they're going to call him and they ask him to write on. They question him first of all, and then if it is, they will ask him to. Police will handle it better, so to say. Let me just put it at that. They will handle it better. If it requires him writing an or signing an undertaking that nothing will happen to you, they will ask him to do that, and he will do that. So please, I think that's what you should do. Much as you have complained about this, please take action. If you're sure that this is real, if you're sure that you're telling us the truth, please take action, my sister. Life no get duplicated. Nah, only just this one. Only just this one. Do you understand? So please write to the police. As I said, let it be the action that you now take. Let them call him and all that, okay? And if it is possible, some of your kingsmen should meet some of his kingsmen to tell them that they don't want it. Let them know that you mean action, that you meant it. Because the next thing now, the guy might slip back and start begging. No, no, baby, I don't mean it now. I was just trying to pull your legs. Maybe he knows that you like this or you like that. He will do that, and then that will just melt you away like that, and you accept him back. He will strike before you open your eyes. That guy will strike before you open your eyes. So if you're certain that you're real this time around, please write to the police, the commissioner of police of the state where you are based in. And then if it is go an extra mile, get your kinsmen. I think your mother is a great, I think I have seen one or two videos, like when you built a house for her, the way she was thanking God and all that. So get your kinsmen to meet with the kinsmen, or whether the guy is there or not, to meet with the kinsmen of this man, to tell him that, look, since you people didn't pay bride price, these people are not married. Meanwhile, our daughter said she's no longer interested. Leave it at that. At least you've done what you're supposed to do. The guy knows the implication. If he should go on further, the only thing he will now do, he knows that at least you've gotten him here. He will move forward and then look for another lady. Maybe the next time we'll be hearing from him, you will now see him with another lady on social media. It is better. You have escaped the wrath that should have come your way out of your carelessness. That's my 2 kobo. See 2 kobo now, 2 pence. Are we still using pence? No, 2 kobo. That's my 2 kobo counsel, and the opinion on this, okay? We love you, and personally, let me just say, I feel for you going through this, somebody you had, thought it's for real and all that. But next time, please, if another person is coming your way, please take out time to check. Cross-check one or two things. Don't be so motivated. Don't allow impatience and desperation to push you this hard, to push you this far. You went too far. Okay, and every now and then you are flaunting them on the social media as if the person you are dealing with is, that you people have been married for 20 years and all that. Please, if another person should come your way, which is what I pray for you, please try as much as possible to cross-check, make your findings. You have male cousins, even if you don't have a male brother, but I want to believe you should have a male brother, you should have a male cousins. Let them go to the field. They are guys, they understand, they know how to, dig out one or two things. Like those people that were talking on the video saying, oh, that he sold lands and everything. There's no way any of your cousins will meet any of them. They will give them a rundown of who that guy is. So they'll come and tell you. At least you avoid one or two things to have your peace. Okay? Lincoln, I be Lincoln, when Nurse Yinkan started her own, he just said it's better for me to be at peace than to be in this kind of a relationship. And I agree with him. And I'm saying the same thing to you. I think it's better to be at peace than to be in this kind of a relationship. But avoid it next time, by avoiding the mistakes that you made, what you overlooked in this particular one, because I think that's what got you to this extent. You would have known earlier ab initio and then know how to have avoided it or said no to him ab initio. But since you didn't do that, and then it got to this point, thank God that God even saved you at this particular point in time. He didn't allow this thing to go far. Probably when you are pregnant and all that, or when you must have had one or two for him, okay? So I think it's still a good time that God rescued you. But please do the needful and then stay safe, okay? I wish you all the best, and I wish you another wonderful man that will come your way to wipe away your tears, okay? Friends, that's all I have to say in this analysis of what Evans Okoro is going through. Leave your thoughts for me at the comment section. Let's have a conversation around that. Do you exonerate her for the mistakes that she made or for what she didn't do, or do you exonerate the guy? Let me know at the comment section which is your opinion, and what is your school of thought on this particular matter. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so very much for always watching my videos. You are my besties now. Besties, I love you.